My name is Dave Mastrangelo, Principal Second Violinist of the Naples Philharmonic Orchestra, and I'm doing another one of these Coronapocalypse educational videos for students down here in Collier County. This one I want to talk about shifting, all right? You know, I talked about hand frame in one of my videos, and that's talking about intonation in a position. But here's the deal. The mistake we then make when we shift is we take this lovely hand frame, and sometimes we shift and suddenly the hand frame changes. See, and then like sometimes the hand frame changes again. So the idea behind shifting is we don't shift to a note. I see way too much like shifting to a note by students, right? We shift the hand. Shift the hand. If you take a look, thumb and first finger always travel together, shifting, right? So that the frame is always the same. See, if I shift and I leave the thumb behind, frame changes. If I shift and the thumb's ahead, frame changes. The idea behind shifting is get the hand frame, the same hand frame that you started with in first position, that nice solid hand frame, and get it to a new position and a new position. The way we're going to practice this is we're going to do 1 octave scales, but we're going to do them on each one of the strings, and we're going to add 1 note at the top of the scale. So on the E string, what you're going to play is you're going to start, shift to 3rd position, shift to 5th position, shift back, shift back. So the shift is from first finger from here to here, and here to here. Right? So when you practice shifts, practice them both directions. And always make the shift slow, okay? If you rush a shift, you jump the violin. If you jump the violin, you bounce the bow. When you bounce the bow, the game's over, right? So we have to shift smoothly, right? So make sure that you make nice shifts, slow, smooth shifts up and down. Right? So practice that a few times each direction, right? When you play it in the scale, make it smooth up and down, all right? Now, playing on the E string for us, or the highest string if you're playing viola A string, it's the easiest one because you're over here. As we change strings, remember we won't want to change the hand frame. The first mistake that happens when we're shifting is that we don't shift. The next mistake we make is as we're going down strings, we just reach. When you're crossing strings down, roll the elbow under so the fingers are always coming from above the string, like marionette puppets, right? The puppets with the strings, like Pinocchio. That's what the fingers have to always be over the strings. When you go to the A string, already the elbow comes under. Different angle here, but the hand is always the same. You do the same 1 octave scale. Same scale, only on the A string, and you're going to want to do that both ways. Now, what's starting to happen, we're going to go down to the D string. As we go lower, your arm has to come further under, right? And we start to compete with the body of the instrument, right? First position, you use the neck to guide you. 3rd position, we use the body, but then above 3rd position, we start to have to negotiate around the body. This is most difficult on the G string because we're around the most. shifts stay the same. Always keep the hand, again, shifting hand, 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 hand. Always shift the entire hand. Don't shift just to a note. And this is very important going up and coming down. This always has to look like that, okay? Now, that's just shifting first to fifth to third to fifth position. When you get above fifth position, right, if you were to do up here, we start to have to negotiate around the body of the instrument. And so when we get up to the other upper positions, the hand has to come around and around and around. But the fingers never change, all right? For you more advanced students, of course, what you're going to want to do is not 1 octave scales on each string, but 2 octave scales on each string. And if you do that, like on the G string, you have to really come around. Principles of the shifts are the same. Think of getting the hand, keeping the fingers over the string, hand position, that wonderful steady hand position from position to position. Now, in a piece, let's say a fast piece, and always when you're practicing, like for fast excerpts, practice fast pieces to go with them. One of the most difficult and awkward ones is the Paganini perpetual motion. We always shift slow, even if it's a fast piece. We just put the shifts between notes. So I'll show you on the last page of the Paganini perpetual motion, slow motion, shift, shift, have time to put the shift between 2 notes. Never rush the shift. So that's kind of an introduction to shifting and how we shift the whole hand. Good luck.